Oh, hey, fam, let's move this mic up a little bit. All right, can you hear me now? We got another one. Ro Montana. Guy is so cool, full of energy, fun to talk to. We get into wrestling as it compares to power slap, even down to the compensation and the experience, and maybe why power slap isn't really a bad road to take, especially when you're trying to find something else along in a different athletic forum, such as pro wrestling. So that was fun. We talk about his matches. We talk about how strong his chin is, son. Guy's got granite for a chin. And we had to do another one in the basement. So get your flip flops on, get your beverages on, and let's have a good time. All right, everybody. And always remember 3, 2, 1. That's a knockout.
3, 2, 1, yeah, that's a knockout. They call me kamikaze, put you in heaven's lobby. On gas, no brakes, you can never stop me. Nah, no, you can never stop me. Yeah, cause I'm the power slap king.
Slapson, baby!
Hey, bro. What's up, buddy?
What's going on, man? You know, Ro Montana here.
I love it. Hey, if you're ready, let's get into it. You ready?
Let's do it, man. Yeah.
All right, everybody. Welcome to Slap Son. We got the man in the building. The man's got a chin and crack. It's solid. No one can take him down. It's like he's got this power from above that says, try and hit me. And then you do it. Guess what? He just dances away, son.
Yeah.
He just dances away. Everybody give it up for Ray Montana.
Yep.
What's up, buddy?
What's going on, man? Thank you for having me. Pleasure to be here.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Hey, fam, we had to go in the basement today. We had some the equipment is being handled, so we're improving. I appreciate you coming on and kind of going. We're doing our own thing in the basement right now.
Nice. Yeah. No, I get you totally. Gotta do what you gotta do.
Hey, well, dude, it's the first time we're actually talking. So happy you came on, but I kind of said it in the intro, and I was talking to Zach just the other day, and we both, and including me, your chin is crazy, dog. Like, is that a natural thing? Do you work on that? Because you can take the hit and you're not phased.
You know, honestly, that's crazy. Zach, I give him everything. That guy hit me so hard. You know, I even had a black eye and everything afterwards and everything. Knew I didn't even know how to chin. This is the most as ever like physical contact ever been in. So that guy really
Whoa,
tested
whoa,
me.
whoa, whoa, whoa,
You
whoa,
know,
whoa, whoa! You didn't know you had a chin. This is the most physical contact you had.
yeah, I didn't play no sports in high school, man.
Oh,
I was a music nerd. You know, during lunch I'll be in the music room playing my guitar and stuff like that. You know, I didn't do any of this big stuff or whatever. You know, so it was crazy. It was a crazy experience. All that.
oh, so
Yeah,
how in the world do you find this thing? I mean, I know you're wrestling and things like that, but like,
yeah. I don't even know, man. Like I work out like normally. You know, I don't do any crazy workouts or anything like that. I just hit the gym. So it was just kind of just a brace for impact. You know, I feel like, as Hispanic, you grow up and you be bad and your mom, slaps you across the face. You know, I feel like that kind of got me like up to it, and I was like, all right, I was like, I just gotta like just take it, I guess. Just my head was like, I'll take the slap. I just can't get knocked out because I was like, that's on the internet. It's
yeah,
everywhere,
yeah,
I was like, "Nah, I got a little baby girl, I don't want her to grow up and then, see her dad just get knocked completely out cold." So, I was the whole time in my head, I was like that was the only thing I was thinking. I was like, "Ain't nobody gonna see this. Ain't nobody gonna see this," you know? So, I was like so that was pretty much it, and him and then Aaron too, man, like, guys hit hard, you know? Yeah.
um, dude, I gotta be honest, man. That's the most honest answer I think we've had, dude. You're just saying, hey, don't really have the experience, never been this physical, but I'm not gonna get knocked out. My heart's gonna take me beyond what people think my
Yeah.
body can.
Yeah, I think what separates me, it's like I'm not gonna be like, corny and just be like, oh man, this and that and this. It's like I'm just gonna keep it a buck. This is who I am, 100% about it. Shout out to the two guys, that I went against, I only beat Zag by DQ, because he fouled me, not like I knocked him out or anything like that. Um, but like the big thing about that one, like a lot of people were like speculating on the internet or whatever, saying like, "Oh, this guy's celebrating over a DQ." Man, I celebrated because I survived. That's the only reason why I was going crazy because I'm like, I survived this. I went in there saying like either I die and get knocked out or somehow I come up on top. And that's how it came out. Like somehow I came up on top. I survived. And it's not like he DQ'd me the first round and that was it. It's like, no, he DQ'd me. We went 3 rounds. We went full 3 rounds and his accuracy wasn't there, but his strength was there, power was there. But my thing was like I was going crazy with it. I had my family there. It's like I survived at the end of the day, man. When going against Aaron, I was like, okay, now I need to, I can't just survive anymore. I need to prove myself. Like I'm worth the sport. Whole different mentality there.
Yeah, 100%, dude. No, it's funny. Zach commented that when he walked out, a lot of people started booing him, right? Like he goes, "Okay, I'll be the heel. I'll be the heel." But I think afterwards he had noticed that it really was, dude. You brought the family out. They came out to cheer you on. That must have felt amazing.
It feels good, I feed off of the energy. I think kind of they were going crazy, and I hope, like, that didn't get to his head or anything, because like, they were booing and all this stuff like that when he was finished.
Nah.
I really hope that didn't get to his head, and, at the end of the day, it's like the pro wrestler out of me, it's entertainment. A lot of the fans of Power Step, obviously, I'm new to the game, I wanted to go home and be entertained, like, damn, like, that guy was dancing and grooving and they didn't knock him out, At the same time, I want fans to be like, "Oh, this guy's dancing and grooving. I want him to get knocked out. I'm tuning in." It's like, "Okay, man, tune in. Like, am I gonna get knocked out or not? Does me dancing bother you? Or does me dancing get hyped up like, hell yeah, let's see if this dude can knock somebody out, or?" So it's like a little bit of both.
Yeah, no, I respect it, man. Look, yeah, eyeballs are eyeballs. You probably don't give a shit why they're watching, as long as they're watching. You know what I mean?
Yeah, at the end of the day, like as an entertainer, I want people to go home and be like, yeah, like I enjoyed this power slap, I enjoyed this entertainer, I enjoyed this striker, for the love of the game.
Yeah. I saw this clip of Dana. You might have seen it as well, but he was saying how, wrestlers, when they're trying to make it up and come up and get to the show, they'll do a lot of crazy shit. Some guys will go from a ladder onto a table attached for like $50. And he mentioned Power Slap as a way to, maybe get some more coin in your pocket and do something that maybe, overall isn't as dangerous. I mean, that's my opinion on his take. But what he did say was, guys will take $50 and land on a table full of tacks. Do you, when it comes to the passion of wrestling and then kind of crossing over to power slap, do you feel the same way that maybe some guys that are really hurting themselves or bodies could actually come over to power slap and get more of a cleaner paycheck, if you will?
I 100% agree with what Dana was talking about. I'm one of those guys, I've been thrown into thumbtacks for $50, like I would, for the love of the game, I'm just taking like, hey, if you're about it, if you want to do all this hardcore stuff, like come get slapped. Because regardless of the fact of all the people that talk like crap about pro wrestling, you could back it up like, hey, yo, I'm a real 100% fighter. I strike and I strike back and I can take it. And you just get that more exposure from power slap in general. Yeah, you get a little bit more chunk of change in your pocket that you can invest in like life in general, your health, or back into wrestling, in any way you want to be more marketable or just presentation wise, with more money. I 100% agree with what he's saying. I told a lot of wrestling fans, not wrestling fans, sorry, a lot of the wrestlers like, hey, yo, sign up. There's another combine coming up soon. Like, hit up Sin Bodhi. Like, if you about it, you about it. Don't just be talking about in sport like, it's a power side. You can get this and that. I'm like, man, you can easily get hurt in pro wrestling. You can break your neck, break your wrist, hurt your back. For no coverage. No coverage at all. You're on your own there. It's like that's what it is. So I
That's crazy,
100% agree
man.
with that. Yeah.
Um, have you actually, I'm just curious, you said that you landed on a table full of tats. Have you done that? Is that real?
Yeah, no, it's real, 100% real. I've taken,
What
like
the
I think,
fuck,
like,
dude?
last weekend, I took, like, 2 share shots to the back or whatever, and then I've taken candlesticks, chairs to the head, and then landing on thumbtacks, and all this crazy stuff, and just again, it's what we do to hopefully get eyes on us through that be WWE, TNA, or AEW. We want to get signed. It's something myself, I feel very passionate about. Like, hey, I'll wrestle and I'll do a good wrestling match, or if you want me to go a little bit hardcore and do like a street fight hardcore match, I'll do whatever you need me to do. Same thing with Power Slap. Again, in the beginning, I was supposed to face Cody, Big Bird,
Oh yeah, yeah,
and completely switched it up. And I'm like, I could have been like, nah, I'm good. I was like, oh, cool, give me Aaron Turner, let's do it. Let me show my work. You just got to take it. If you're about it, you'll take whatever you can do and improve yourself.
yeah. Well, you're definitely about it, man. It's curious when you were a question that came to mind was what's freakier, standing up there the first time getting slapped, or a promoter looking at you saying, "Hey, dude, you got to jump on this table of tax for the first time." What's freakier?
Honestly, the slap, the slap is
For
honestly just a
real.
freakier thing. Yeah, because it's like I don't know. It's like people can have their own opinion on it. For me, it's like, man, I just hit you, right? Boom. Either like it phased you a little bit or it didn't phase you. And now you just gotta stand there and be like, all right, now I gotta look in this man's eyes and have him just slap the crap out of me. It's like, damn, It's like you can't really like I don't know. For me, it's like I can't really overhype myself because I don't want the adrenaline to be too much, and where I'm like,
Okay.
when my energy is going too crazy, I get hit, and that scatters me. It's like I need to be calm and controlled, when I'm taking this hit. But when it comes to like chairs and thumbtacks, I'm like, cool. Like I'm amped. I'm like, let's do it. Let the adrenaline hit. Boom, won't even feel anything. Let's just keep going. Let's keep going. That's my perspective on it.
Wow, that's crazy. It's almost like the adrenaline I'm sure helps you in both sports, but
Yes,
it's
yes,
almost
hundred
like the
percent. Yeah.
adrenaline can get you through the wrestling a little bit easier, whereas the adrenaline can kind of get in your head a little bit in power slap.
Yeah, because it's like if your adrenaline is going crazy and your pole's about to get hit and you're shaking and going crazy, I'm like, bro, all that adrenaline, you're gonna get hit and that's gonna tumble you down to the ground. If I'll let the adrenaline get me when I'm about to strike, but when I'm about to get striked, I'm calm and collective. I'm like, all right, cool.
Mm,
Thinking of everything. And those like seconds when they're winding up, I'm thinking about everything that matters in my life. I'm like, okay, cool, bet, let's get it. Boom, get hit. I'm like, okay, boom, instant reaction. Now the adrenaline hits. Like, let's go, let's go. That's kind of the way my method is.
yeah, dude, that's a deep cut, man. You think about everything that's important in your life before you're getting slapped, and then when that's over, then you kind of can 180 and go, okay, now it's my turn to handle business, man.
100%. That's just the way I focus. It's the way I think of everything important in my life, the people that mean to me, like especially like my daughter. I'm thinking about that before I get hit, and then I'm like, I can't. For them, I can't get knocked out. For them, I have to win. I have to take this. And then it's like in the wrestling aspect for me, cool. I get hit 180. Boom, I'm jumping, I'm jiving, I'm dancing, I'm doing whatever. Obviously like
Dude,
intimidating my opponent, but at the same time, it's like that's just the type of person I am. Like I'm that's just the pro wrestler aspect. That's just the personality type of person that I am. Like I'm gonna entertain.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
100%,
pretty
man. Well,
much.
I can vouch for you because I've seen you entertain twice now, and in in New Orleans in NOLA, we actually were able to go down into the pit area, so we were right next to the stage, and
Nice.
dude, I first of all, never been down in that area, so that was exciting,
Yeah.
right? You got like Theo Vaughn and Kayla Harrison and Dana White, like all these guys just right in front of you. But
Yeah.
for the matches, it's a little bit more personal, man. You're that much closer to everybody. You hear the slaps that much louder. But I want to say that I can validate, dude. You put on a show, man. You do your little shimmy, you walk out, you're dancing, you're screaming to the crowd. It's all love, dude. I loved every second of it.
No, it was that one and Nola was really especially like I mean when I faced Zach, it was like only in front of like maybe like 20, 30 people.
Man,
Obviously
those
their
early
families there
prelims
for
are
the prelims.
tough, right?
Yeah, the early prelims are tough. You really have to like self-motivate yourself. Especially me as one like I feed off the crowd. So that Nola one, especially because me and Aaron were last before like the main show started. So it was already packed. The crowd was hot. And again, like with me and Aaron, like I hate to say this, but it's like we told a great story. They were cheering for me, they were booing for him, and it's like the same thing. It's like okay, cool, man, we got something, we got him in. I really love the one at Nola because I think 99% of everybody got knocked out besides mine and Aaron's fight. I think the first one, no love, and the other guy, I think they won the decision, but
Yeah,
every
it
other
was
fight.
yeah, Manny and Brandon, they went the distance,
Yeah.
but it feels yeah, I think every other fight ended. So like
Every other like fight was like one round or second round knockouts. And me and everyone, we gave the people like a show. We went for the full 3 rounds. We gave them we entertain them, back and forth, that's what really love that. So really nice,
No, it was awesome, and you took it on short notice, obviously. I mean, I guess Aaron did as well. But the fact you guys still honestly just got up there, did you think, like you were saying, and not really knowing a lot about the other opponent because it was such short notice, and
Yeah,
to
yeah.
put on a show like that, brother, that was all we needed. It hyped up the crowd so much to get into that main card.
Yeah, and then shout out to Aaron for sure, man, because like he could have said no. I'm gonna keep it a buck. It's like, he was supposed to go against Snake, another ranked guy up there. Technically I'm a nobody. He could have been like, that's not worth it. And again, I had to go in there and prove something. Like, hey man, like if you think I'm not worth it or maybe whatever, like knock me out. Boom, you did it. And I had to prove myself that way. I know he had something to prove too, to get knocked out, to climb in the ranks too, just as well as me. And I felt like, we after the fight, we had like mutual respect for each other, in regards to how we looked at each other.
Yeah, and I can validate that, man. I talked to Aaron a couple weeks ago, and he had nothing but love for you, man. He respects that you did it, and he thought you put on a show as well, and he had a lot of fun. And he embraced the heel. He's ready to
Yeah,
embrace that,
I
man,
know.
and see if he can go further with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man, it's like, man, if they're booing, like, it's not a bad thing sometimes, man. Maybe they
No,
just,
not in this sport. Nah.
take it, take that energy, like, all right, I'm gonna knock out your fan favorite, like, F you, all that stuff, man. It's like shout out to Aaron, and shout out to my Zach, my opponent. And a lot of people in powerslap, they want to come in and be like talking all this crap. I get it. We got to do at the end of the day. Like I'm a business. We got to do business. Let's do business. Let's hype up the fight. Let's show them why we're on the card. Let's show them why we're on the main card. All this stuff. That's the way
Yeah,
I look at it. I'm always gonna show love, but at the end of the day, like let's do business and let's get some money.
yeah, yeah. I love that, dude. That's your next T-shirt. Let's do business. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
No, yeah. Totally.
Well, dude, what do you think, man? You've kind of been, I mean, drinking from a fire hose as far as power slop's concerned. You've had some quick turnarounds, some big matches. I mean, we still have some time in 2025. Do you see yourself getting back up there again?
Oh, definitely. I've been in conversations. We'll see. I can't really say anything yet. But hopefully, you'll see me before the year ends again up in the stage. I can't really say whether it's going to be third or the next date in October. So I'm patient. I'm glad they let me drop down from super heavyweight to heavyweight. Usually around heavyweight is kind of where I stand, around like 260, 265 usually, more the heavier end. So we'll see. I'm willing to go. I'm more than happy to come out there, whichever my opponent may be. One of the guys in the ranked division or one of the guys not ranked yet. I'm just yeah, I'm pretty much ready to see who I can knock out and who can knock me out. Pretty much, like who wants to be like, oh yeah, I knocked the dude that keeps dancing out. There's plenty of people that want to see it. So let's see who's gonna do it.
No, dude, and I'm one of those people, man. Well, man, it's been so much fun to like. I know it's been just a short moment, but it's been so fun to watch your two matches. You come across as a guy that is so game, so ready, and you put on a show. And man, that's what the sport loves. And so, dude, appreciate you coming on, brother. It's been
Thank
really
you.
fun to watch you.
Thank you for having me, man. Thank you, appreciate it. Until the next one.
Until the next one. All right, where can everyone find you on social media so they can follow you along?
Yeah, on Instagram at mariachi underscore row, RO, mariachi underscore row. It's gonna be Instagram, Twitter, and then Facebook, just be Romo Danya, all that good stuff. So
Okay.
stay
Very
tuned.
cool, man. Well, hey, everybody, give it up for Ro. Hopefully we see him dance before the year's over. Let's hang out for a minute. We'll let this bitch upload. One sec.
Okay, no problem.